Hi guys, Teacher Thiago here, and if you open this video, it means you want to take more advantage of your lessons. Or you're tired of struggling so much and you want to become a better student. Or even understand better why you should be good at this thing called schooling. Let's get started. Well, today we're going to talk about 10 tips that can make you a better student. And the first thing you need to know is that you are already doing the first one, which is seek for information. Trying to find out new ways, new techniques is definitely a helper. But remember, there's no magical solution. Don't believe in everything you hear all around, okay, that magical pills can do the job. If you sleep and you listen to English, it's going to make you better at English, for example, in 10 hours. That's not going to happen. You will have to study, you will have to work hard and put your brain to work, my friend. Before we go to the second tip, I need to tell you, watch it until the very last tip, okay, the ultimate one. You don't want to lose it. And also to subscribe. We already have many things going on here that can definitely help you to become a better student. Second, analyze yourself. What are your weak points? What are your strong points? If we're talking about school, are you good at maths but do crappy work at arts? Do you write perfectly but really suck at sciences? If we're talking about English, my case, can you listen to things really well but you do a very poor job when speaking to other guys? After you discover more about yourself, it's time to focus into your weak points, which is what we normally don't do. We tend to always stick around our comfort zone and barely move away from that, right? And this, my friend, is how you learn, how you become a better student, how you become more knowledgeable. Third, material. Have your materials ready for you. Please, you can be the techiest person in class, but there are already proven benefits of you keeping physical notes. Yeah, having a notepad, a notebook, taking notes on them, looking back at them, okay, when you were home. There's already a video in our channel talking about that, huh? It is also important that you find your own methodology of annotations, of keeping your notes.
What are you doing, Josh? I'm writing this down. This is good stuff.
If you don't, it is time for you to go back to tip number 1 and try new techniques, finding out the best one, the one that suits best for you. My favorite, although it takes some time, is to take your notes as much as you can, right, during your lesson, and having a second notebook back at home where you will reorganize your thoughts, reorganize that subject. This will make you think about the subject at least twice, which is great. Remember, I told you, the best thing that you can think of is how are you going to make your brain work? We're doing that, right? Number 4, know the whys. Getting to know why you should learn something is a great motivator. As teachers, we always try to do so. We always try to show you guys, okay, the benefits, where we are going to use whatever we are going to learn, although sometimes we can forget about it. So it's really nice if you can give us a reminder. Gently, please. 5, which is also related to the previous one, is to keep yourself motivated. Whatever works with you. Give yourself a pep talk on the mirror. You can do it. You are a smart guy. You can do it. You can do it. Find a mantra. Goose Fraba. Use positive thinking to rebate negative thoughts. Today will be better. Today will be different. Today is the day. Today I'm gonna learn. And here's an extra tip of motivation. I know that sometimes there seems to be no chemistry between you and the subject or even with the teacher, but you have to extract the max you can out of every situation. If this is the content you need to learn and your teacher sucks and you don't pay attention to your teacher because of that, how much are you going to learn? Number 6. I know it's virtually impossible to be positive all the time, but routine, can save you on those bad days. I know. A lot of people get worried or scared of the word routine. But let me see if you can get what I mean. If you have defined that you are going to learn the violin, you have established that you're going to take the violin twice a week, even on the bad days, do it. Confronting those bad days with your routine is a lifesaver. This is what is going to make you learn. Actually, consistency is also one of the most important keys so you can learn something. Seven. Remember we talked about creating a routine? Do your homework. Put that in your routine. The exercises designed as homework from our books, they were actually made so you could reinforce the content that you have seen and internalize it. These assignments also provide that you and the content have that intimate moment, So you are going to study that in your own rhythm, under your own circumstances. It is honestly one of the best moments for you to have some nice insights. I don't know if you noticed, but we are getting to, the big guys. So number 7, doing your homework. That's a key point. Establishing a routine is also a key point. Number 8, write more and ask more questions, which means force yourself to take more notes. This is also going to help you remove that first layer of laziness, which is natural for everybody, right? If you already write 1 page of notes, try to make 1.5, okay? It doesn't need to be on the moment the teacher is explaining. You can also do that, okay, after the lesson or while you're doing your homework. So the idea is to force you to go even further, which is also tip number 9. Go further. In the past, the guys who took things further were the ones who got these tips that we mentioned before and took them into a complete different level. Einstein, for example, did not do a good job at school, but he did take notes. He did think about other things and pushed himself into pondering, okay, about these different theories and the different questions he had for himself. Nowadays, one of the ways for you to take things one step forward is actually to type on the net the topic that you are studying. Voila! Dig in! You can get into different people talking about it and connecting a little bit the dots here. Try to establish in your routine a moment that allows you to, take this mile further. And this is, by the way, how self-taught learners and good workers, excel in their jobs, in their lives. That's the secret. And I know it's hard work, but it does pay off. Number 10, and most important, don't overdo it. Although we are talking here about taking a step forward, establishing a routine, do all of those previous items in a way that are feasible for you, that you can take, that you can have some good moments. Sometimes when you're studying something, we tend to get over worried about the topic.
Jesus Christ, what the heck is present perfect? I didn't get what present perfect is.
That leads you to overthinking about it, getting stressed about it. That leads you to overthinking, which doesn't necessarily mean you are going to study more, just worry more. And then you don't get enough rest. You start somehow hating the topic, hating the teacher, and then your body unconsciously starts avoiding the topic. And that's how you abandon it and never more want to see it again and get traumatized by it. Establish a routine that is plausible for you. Do some good exercising, but also allow you some time to rest. And commit to it. There will be good and bad moments, but if you commit in the course of time, you will get this content, everything that you want into your head. That's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications so you put me into your learning routine. Don't forget to also send this video to the guys who really need it, or people who could do with some extra help. I'll see you the next time. Bye.